9 experienced hikers walked into these mountains. Weeks later, searchers found their tent, cut open from the inside. The people who slept there had fled into a winter night, barely dressed. Every one of them was dead. It happened in 1959, in the frozen Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. And more than 60 years later, we still cannot fully explain what they were running from. The local people had an old name for the mountain where they died. They called it Kholat Syakhl. In their language, it means the dead mountain. Shadow Atlas. File 5. The Dead Mountain. Chapter 1. The Expedition. The group were young. Mostly students and recent graduates from a university in the Ural region. Smart, fit, and serious about the outdoors. Their leader was 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov. This was no casual trip. They were chasing one of the highest grades of winter hiking the Soviet system offered. The plan was a long trek through deep snow, in temperatures that could fall to -30. For this team, it was hard, but well within their skill. In late January, 10 of them set off. By train, then truck, then on foot. One member turned back early, sick. That small decision, quietly, saved his life. His name was Yuri Yudin. He would spend the rest of his life as the one who walked away. The last person to see his friends alive. Chapter 2. The Last Photos. We know so much about their final days because they left cameras and diaries behind. Frame by frame, we can almost follow them into the mountains. The photos show a group having fun. Joking in the deep snow. Building their camp. Grinning at the lens. There is no sign of fear. No warning of what was coming. On the 1st of February, they climbed toward a pass between 2 peaks. A storm was moving in. The wind rose, and visibility began to drop. Then they made a choice people still argue about. Instead of dropping down into the shelter of the forest, they pitched their tent high on the bare, open slope. Exposed. In the wind. They ate. They got ready to sleep. One of the last photos may show a strange glow in the dark sky. And then, the record simply stops. Chapter 3. The Night on the Slope. Whatever happened next, happened fast. At some point in the night, something drove all 9 of them out of that tent, into the freezing dark. And here is the detail that has haunted people for decades. The tent was cut open. Not from the outside. From the inside. Someone had slashed through the canvas with a knife, to get out as fast as they possibly could. They ran downhill, toward the forest. In the snow, searchers later traced their footprints. Some were barefoot. Some in only socks. In -30 degrees. Think about that choice. To cut through your own shelter, and run into a deadly blizzard, without boots or coats. Whatever was inside that tent, they judged the killing cold outside to be the safer option. Chapter 4. The Search. When the group missed their return date, search parties went in. On the 26th of February, they found the tent. Half collapsed. And empty. About 1.5 kilometers away, at the tree line, they found the first 2. 2 men, near the ashes of a small fire, under a tall pine. Branches high up the tree were broken, as if someone had desperately climbed it, to look back toward the tent. 3 more bodies lay between the tree and the camp. As if they had died trying to crawl back. These 5 had died of the cold. Hypothermia. Terrible, but at least understandable. The real puzzle was the other 4. Chapter 5. The Injuries. The last 4 were only found in May, when the snow melted. Buried deep in a ravine. And their injuries made no sense at all. 2 had massive chest fractures. 1 had a fractured skull. The force, doctors said, was like a high-speed car crash. Yet there were almost no outer wounds. No cuts, no torn skin. The damage was all on the inside. 1 woman was missing her tongue and eyes. For years, that fed the darkest theories. Though many experts now think the simple, grim cause was water and time, where her body lay. And then, one detail too many. Traces of radiation on some of their clothing. In a case already overflowing with questions, it was the one that tipped it into legend. Chapter 6. The Theories. So what killed the Dyatlov group? For decades, people have tried to answer that. Let us walk through it, one idea at a time. Some blamed a secret military test. Strange lights had been reported in the sky that winter. The radiation seemed to fit. But no weapon, no crater, no proof was ever found on that slope. Others turned to nature. A freak wind. A sudden, sickening sound. Even a small avalanche. But for a long time, the avalanche idea was waved away. The slope just looked too gentle to slide. And of course, the wilder stories came. A Yeti. Aliens. Secret prisoners. But a good mystery does not need monsters. Because the real answer here may be stranger, precisely because it is real. The modern answer. Then, in 2021, scientists took the case seriously again. Using the same kind of computer models that animate big-budget films, they rebuilt that exact slope on that exact night. And they found something everyone had missed. A rare kind of small, delayed slab avalanche really was possible there. A slab of hard-packed snow, breaking free and sliding silently down onto the tent as they slept. A heavy slab like that could crack ribs and skulls with the force of a car crash, while leaving barely a mark on the skin. Suddenly, those impossible injuries had a cause. Picture it now. They wake to a collapsing tent and a friend crushed and screaming in the dark. In blind panic, they cut their way out and retreat to the trees, planning to wait out the danger and return. But the cold is faster than any of them. They cannot find the tent again in the storm. And one by one, over the next few hours, the dead mountain takes them. It is not a flawless answer. A few loose threads, the lights, the radiation, still flicker at the edges of the story. But for the first time, the science mostly holds together. The lesson in the snow. Today, that place carries their leader's name. The Dyatlov Pass. A quiet, empty slope that swallowed 9 strong, capable people in a single night. Their story survives because it balances on a knife edge. Just strange enough to feel impossible. Just real enough that it genuinely happened to 9 real human beings. Maybe that is the quiet warning hidden in the snow. That nature does not need a monster to end you. Sometimes, all it needs is one bad slope and one cold night. This was Shadow Atlas, File 5. If stories like this one keep you awake, you are in exactly the right place. Take care, and keep looking closer.